Get ready for the pain from the America Last Party. That's the somber message in tonight's preamble. Democrats in and out of the press, they loathe President Trump's slogan, America First. Those two words are the antithesis of everything liberals stand for. Earlier this week, we reported on a so-called family meeting between members of the Democrat Socialist Party in the House. Some Democrat socialists there who represent borderline conservative districts, they said that the anti-American leftists like AOC, Rashida M.F. Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Nancy Pelosi and others cost so-called moderate Democrats their seats in the election. Crazy ideas like the government takeover of our health care, open borders, and embracing BLM and Antifa violence all serve to take down liberals across the fruited plain. But Democrats held on to power in the House, didn't they? And now they are promising to make America pay a steep price by tripling down on their calls to defund the police.
We have this super aggressive police department, and they don't get to continue to just kill black folks in my community and I not say anything. So yes, defund your butts. Defund you. Take that money that we're using for MRAPs, the money that we're using for tear gas and stockpiling SWAT gear. We're going to take that money and put it into substance use programs. We're going to put it into education and mental health resources. We're going to take it and use it for our unhoused population. We are reallocating funds.
Did you hear that, ladies? The next time you're getting sexually assaulted, make sure you make that call to the local substance abuse hotline. For crying out loud, who are we kidding? Democrats don't give a damn about non-consensual sexual assaults on women. They just supported a guy, Beijing Biden, who was credibly accused of sexual assault by Tara Reade and inappropriate touching by many others. Are Democrats putting law-abiding citizens first when they push policies that defund our police? No. Your well-being is secondary to Democrats' need for power. On Monday, we told you about good old Zeke Emanuel. He's one of Biden's picks for a China virus task force. This doctor and so-called medical ethicist argues that life after 75, well, it's just not worth living. Ezekiel Emanuel questions whether our consumption is worth our contribution in old age. But now Zeke is saying that the United States should give out the China virus vaccine that we developed here to other countries before Americans get the vaccine. This America Last policy is a disgrace, but is perfectly consistent with the anti-American political party, the Democrats. Oh, but the hits just keep coming in our doomsday scenario of a Biden occupation of the Oval Office. On Wednesday, a guy by the name of Dr. Michael Osterholm, also part of Biden's China virus task force, appeared on CNBC and pushed a 4 to 6 week national lockdown order in an effort to combat the China virus. He ignored the harm that was done by the last series of lockdowns. He ignored guidance even coming from the World Health Organization that said lockdowns were worse than the China virus. But what does a future Biden official care about the science? Putting Americans in their place. Now that's what socialist governments do. The catastrophe that would ensue from another lockdown would be immeasurable. Already struggling businesses would be finished off, millions of jobs would be wiped away, and an economic depression would sweep across this country, just as President Trump predicted. America is hanging on by a thread right now. Our elections in various states are highly questionable. Gone are the days when we could vote for either party and be assured our rights, prosperity, and lives would be protected. If Trump prevails in the courts, it's America first. If the Democrat socialists prevail, it's America last. And that's where we've come to.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.